Hello everyone, this is Bobby Keyser, and you are listening to the Son of Man Urantia Podcast. This episode is the highlights for Chapter 17, Part 1, Training the Kingdom's Messengers. Number 1. Jesus told his apostles that they were going to start their work in the cities around the Sea of Galilee. He decided that none of his family members would be apostles. This upset James and Jude, his brothers, and started the separation between Jesus and his family. Number 2. Little Ruth was the only member of Jesus' family that never wavered in her loyalty to Jesus. The others, at times, almost rejected him. If a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country, he is not without understanding appreciation, save in his own family. Number 3. On Sunday, June 23rd, AD 26, Jesus gave the apostles their final instructions for their first 2 weeks of personal work with the people. They were not allowed to baptize anyone or to preach in public. Each apostle was to find and nominate another man to also become an apostle. Number 4. John asked Jesus if the 6 new apostles would have equal status with them. Jesus said, yes, that the original 6 would teach the new apostles, just as he had taught them. 2 apostles each went to Caesarea, Capernaum, and Tarichea. They agreed to meet at Zebedee's house in 2 weeks. Number 5. The apostles returned from their first 2 weeks of personal teaching wiser men. They now better understood that true religion was completely a personal experience with God. Each nominated a new apostle, and all of them voted on each nominee, formally accepting them as apostles. Number 6. These guys were Matthew Levi, customs collector of Capernaum. His office was just east, near the borders of Bethania. He was selected by Andrew. Thomas Didymus, fisherman of Tarichea, once a carpenter and stonemason in Gadara. He was selected by Philip. Number 7. James Alphaeus, fisherman and farmer from Caesarea, selected by James Zebedee. Judas Alphaeus, the twin brother of James Alphaeus, also a fisherman. He was selected by John Zebedee. Simon Zealots, high officer in the Zealots, once a merchant, selected by Peter. Number 8. Judas Iscariot, only son of wealthy Jewish parents, who disowned him when he joined John the Baptist, only Judean of the 12 apostles, was looking for a job when selected by Nathanael, mostly for his accounting experience. Number 9. Matthew held a feast in Jesus' honor. Everyone had fun. The Pharisees condemned Jesus. Jesus said, I bring joy to the socially downtrodden and spiritual liberty to the moral captives. Healthy people don't need a doctor. I haven't come to call the righteous, but rather the sinners. Number 10. Jesus told his apostles, the kingdom of heaven is open to all men and women. No man can stop another from finding God. To God, all men are alike. He will help all who desire God. Pharisee or sinner, we will help all who desire God. Pharisee or sinner, Sadducee or publican, Roman or Jew, rich or poor, free or bond. Number 11. To Thomas the fisherman, Jesus said, Thomas, you lack faith. Nevertheless, I receive you. Follow me. To Judas the wanderer, Jesus said, Judas, we are all of one flesh, and as I receive you into our midst, I pray that you will always be loyal to your Galilean brethren. Follow me. Number 12. The apostles couldn't grasp that Jesus was announcing a new gospel of salvation and a new way of finding God. They didn't realize Jesus himself was the new revelation of God. Judas wanted to know why Jesus wouldn't get John out of prison, and wasn't satisfied with his answer. Okay, folks, that's it for the highlights to Son of Man, Urantia, chapter 17, part 1, Training the Kingdom's Messengers. This week we continue with chapter 17, part 2, Training the Kingdom's Messengers. Have a fantastic week out there, everybody.